What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and doing Tag 2 revisited videos. Do we have to take a look at Jun Kazama herself? Obviously. The peace-loving hippie. So elegant, so beautiful. Honestly, the animation work they've done with her, going from, Tag 1, and then she's gone for I don't know how many games, and then triumphant return in Tag 2. A huge fan favorite. Such a classy lady, and her animations are so beautiful. Honestly, I can look at Jun stuff all day long. It's just looking back at all of this, man, they did such a good job with the character. Just look at this stance. This is a stance. She has 3 stances. And everything looks so good is what I'm trying to say. They did a tremendous job bringing her back for Tag 2 and modernizing her gameplay. But she's a very complicated character. Asuka, now Jun is dead, buried and gone. Asuka carries the Kazama legacy. But to be honest, this is a much more complicated and interesting character. Very mix-up heavy, she's got very strong counter hits. The move list is enormous. I'm gonna try and show you a best of today, but I can't show everything. But she has 3 stances, back 1+2, forward 1+2, and sidestep is a stance, like 1, 2, up. She has plenty of strings where you can go into all 3 of these stances, and it's just mix-up city. The back 1+2 stance keeps it pretty safe. She has a lot of safer-ish poking from there. But if you go to the forward 1+2 stance, suddenly she gets the deadly Mishima 50-50, where you have suddenly a hell sweep. You have a huge mid launcher. So it's very interesting, like safe-ish, pokish stance with back 1+2, forward 1+2, big risk. And from the sidestep, she has sidestep 4, which is one of her key moves. It's just very interesting compared to Asuka, if you ask me. But then she has, the classic Kazama stuff, which Jun started all of this, of course. Asuka just inherited it. And the super annoying parry, it's all there, and the can, it's all complete. But I just want to push, like, super beautiful animations, 3 different stances, it's very, very interesting. Pretty strong counter hits, and of course, the lovely throw here, where we can tag in anyone and do a nice combo. She's a really cool character, really cool. I want to show these very powerful counter hits, and goddamn are they good. Like, while setting 1+2 is a safe move. It's -2 on block, but if it hits on counter hit, it's like a Kazuya down for 2 perfect electric. I fucked it up. Should be first attempt, except no execution needed here. You see? Just go for it. And I dropped the combo because I'm recording for YouTube. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And down for 2 is neutral on hit, but -11 on block. That's really good. And what happens if we get a counter hit? If we have no wall, boom, boom, we do her hop kick. Like so. If we're at a wall, boom, boom. I mean, you can quickly see the damage potential from these 2 moves alone. And this is the lowest -11. This one is -2 on block. That's pretty damn good. So solid counter hits. But of course, just like Asuka, yeah, those are counter hit fishing tools. This is also, fishing, keep out, please bum rush me. This is a whiff punish. Can is a counter hit hunting tool. A lot of Jun stuff required the opponent to try and push buttons. If the opponent knew not to push buttons and wait you out, what you did then is go for all of these mix-ups. She had so many string mix-ups. And all of these, strings, her 1-2-10 frame punish, went into this string mix-up. So much of her offense was like do a string, cancel into all of those stances I showed you. You can cancel into all 3 of them. So it's mix-up city, but in a nutshell, if your opponent knew these strings, or just knew to wait you out, you were often extremely punishable. But a very interesting character, if you ask me. So we're gonna look into some of her stuff. So like Tekken basics, down forward 1, -3 on block, +8 on hit, and 13 frames. So that's decent, but still -3 on block is not too hot. We have a follow-up here, not a natural combo, but it is safe on block. -9 on counter hit, the whole thing connects. So nothing amazing, but still alright. And she doesn't have the typical down for 2. Instead she has a homing move, which is quite fast, but it's -10. You do have an extension here, natural combo for 47 damage, but the whole thing is -13 and does not force a crouch, as you can see on block. So everyone has access to their natural, you know, standing 13 frame punishers. So quite risky, nothing amazing, but still it hits very hard should you catch a sidestep. 1-2, the 10 frame punish goes into all 3 stances. So we go for all the mix-ups here. Very interesting. The hell sweep is really cool, the animation there. It's a sweep into a shoryuken basically, where she spins. It's really nice. But of course launch punishable on block. And then her hop kick is very interesting. It's not like other hop kicks. Upward 4 alone is -20 and you can't combo from there. So you have to commit to the whole thing. It's -13 just like a normal hop kick, but the opponent has a million years to confirm a punish because it's so slow. Upward 4 free. So it's very easy to maximize the punish on this, to do your proper 12 frame or 13 frame punish. And a lot of damage is sacrificed as the bound comes so early in the combo. So it's quite clunky combos you get after that. And it's 16 frames, that's worth mentioning. A normal hop kick is 15, this is 16 frames. So that is quite troublesome when it comes to the punish. 4-2 is of course much lower. Or is it around 16, 17 frames? I know it's -20, but it's not 15 frames at least, that much we know. She has a really good homing move in forward 3. You know how good this move is today in Season 2, Asuka, Tekken 7, it launches on counter hit. But still, perfectly safe here, wall splat, knockdown, homing, enormous range. It's just a fantastic move. And I've explained the stances to you all. Especially 1-2 sidestep 4 was loved by everyone. Sidestep 4 is a counter hit launcher. On block it's +5. That's really, really good. And now let's just look at some general tools. 2-1 for free. I'm gonna show some of the mix-up potential of a character. 2-1 for free, as you can see, is just a barrage of attacks. Last hit is high. Every single one of all of these moves in the string here are punishable. Every single one. If I end at 2-1, I'm punishable. 2-1-4 punishable. 2-1-4-3 is -12, but of course ends with a high. We can do 2-1-1+2 here into a safe high elbow. But not a natural combo, of course, and you see how slowly she does the elbow. So you do leave yourself open quite a bit here. Her classic 3-4 is now a front flip instead of a side flip. This is perfectly safe on block, it comes in at -8. And next to a wall, you can actually bound after here, I believe. Wow, I haven't... God damn it. I think you can do a down 2 here. If you're fast enough. Okay, wait. At the very... I think at the very least you get that. Okay, some Jun expert is gonna have to explain that in the comment section, but I know you can do stuff after that. So that's really nice considering it's safe. And then of course Jesus Mix-Up City with her free ring circus. The mix-ups here are crazy compared to Asuka. I mean, you know these classic variations. Both of those enders are launch punishable. This one is minus 15. The low is minus 27, so it staggers on block. But you can do 3-1-4 into 1-4 into 3. It's pretty slow, but that's actually a safe mid there. It comes in at minus 2. And if that connects, it does 40 damage and wall splats and whatever. It hurts quite a bit. You can even hold that for the classic unblockable for a shitload of damage. And of course, with Yun, you can actually, from 1+4, if you want to transition to all 3 of the stances I showed you. So, yeah. Mix-Up City is the name of the game. Forward 3 is a mid kick that also transitions into all 3 of those stances. So again, Mix-Up City. Back to 1 is a really good mid-high poke, where that also has enders like back to 1-1, mid-ender, that's punishable but does a shitload of damage. Back to 1-4, safe on block high. But if we want to, we can go into all of the stances. And there's also a mid mix-up, because as back to 1 is mid-high, you can do back to 3 from mid mix-up. And of course, back to 1 into all of the stances I showed you. All 3 of the stances. So yeah, I think you're getting the point here. Like, very confusing fighting against Yun. So many moves, single moves and strings that can go into natural variations of the strings or cancel the string mid-string into 3 different stances that do very unique things. So yeah, it's confusing to say the least. But again, all of these moves are, if you knew where the highs were, you destroyed her. If you knew the frames, Jesus Christ, everything is so punishable. Yeah. Sidestep 4, I showed that, great move. Full crouch down for 2, while standing 1+2, great moves. Down for 4 is just beautiful. It's a very punishable low on its own. It resembles the terrible low Angel has, down back for 3, or Ogre also has a down for 4. On counter hit, all of these moves do a lot, but again, it's such a big risk as it's not a natural combo and the second hit is duckable. Her lows overall is nothing that can be said to be amazing. Down back 3 here being launch punishable, down back 2 minus 12, pretty slowish, but quite alright in range though, one has to say. Pretty damn awesome. And then she has a snake edge, not a launching snake edge, but a back 1, you see, is a crushing low with pretty good range. It's very slow though, it's 29 frames, so exactly like Brian's snake edge. But it's only minus 12 on block, and on hit, you see, you can actually tap 2. It's not exactly just frame, but it's pretty tight. You get a conversion into a throw that looks really awesome. So super slow, has crushing properties, but it's only minus 12. Could have been worse. But you would do this just because the animation is so fucking cool. And of course, might as well show her awesome parry, which was, let's just say, used quite a bit in Tag 2 Online, especially after a manual tag, you know, it cancelled that into a parry. That was very powerful. So let's see, the opponent does a 4. That's guaranteed. The parry on 4 kicks looks really awesome. You see, Jun really gives them the business. such a fucking awesome beatdown. And with a guaranteed for 2 afterwards, it hits them grounded, and if they try and stand up, they get launched. So just really awesome stuff overall with the character. So really awesome mix-ups with those stances and the strings. That was the offense, but hopefully people try to bum rush you, so you could get those epic counter hits or these evasive, you know, back free attack. You had the parry, loved by everyone. Just overall really good keep out, just like Asuka, and hard to punish by the opponent. And of course a launching throw certainly helped quite a bit. And of course if you try and do anything, I have some pretty deadly counter hits. So yeah, the defensive stuff was really awesome. But that's the Kazama style of Tekken fighting, I guess. But very complicated character to play, very interesting, and again I just want to stress just how beautifully animated all of this is. Kudos to Bandai Namco. Too bad she's not with us anymore. Instead we have Asuka, but Asuka is just nowhere near as interesting, and Asuka animations are not as graceful as Chun's, nowhere near. But honestly, who is as graceful as this lady here? I think no one, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed this video on Jun. I did a best of. You really have to play this game and look through the move list to see all that she was. Oh no, was that a song? But it's really awesome stuff. So hope you enjoyed the video and have a nice day.